Hello, how are you? It went to the wrong screen. Rookie mistakes. So, if we don't know each other, my name is Jody Nevid, co founder or founder of The Seven Effect. And I am learning how to use ecamm, which is a live streaming tool that it's a live streaming software, I guess, is what you call it, that you can use to make your screens beautified. So I thought I would come straight out to YouTube. I don't really do a lot of live streaming to YouTube. But my big goal for 2022 is to actually master the art of being a live streamer. And I've spent the last few days behind the scenes doing a video challenge, a 3 day ecamm design challenge with Ana and Anna, ANA, and Fuljen, which is FULJEN, I think. They have a YouTube channel called Building Blocks. So if you type into the search of YouTube and write in Building Blocks ecamm, Anna and Fuljen's channel will come up. If you type in just Building Blocks, it's very hard to find them. You'll get all sorts of things about Lego and kids building blocks and architecture and stuff like that. But put in ecamm, Building Blocks, or Ana and Fuljen, and you'll find them. And they have an amazing 3 day challenge, which I have just done. So let me actually do one thing first and take away all the stuff that I've learned to put in place over the last 2 days and show you what my screen used to look like before I did the challenge. So I'm going to take away what's called my lower third. We'll remove that. Boom, bye bye. We'll take away the bottom, the background, the logo, and even the frame. So this is really how I used to go live, and this is what things would look like. And so in just a matter of 2 days and a little bit of practice, I was able to turn this into what I just showed you. So we can put all that back together. In fact, what I might do is I'll go into demo mode, live demo mode. Honestly, it was an amazing 3 day challenge. They're very, very good, Ana and Fuljen, at teaching you how to use all of the different bits within ecamm to build up blocks, hence they call themselves or their page Building Blocks, to make things look beautiful. So you'll see now, this is what my whole screen looks like behind the scenes. So I'm using a big screen. I've actually got a Canon EOS or EO5, I don't know. I've got a Canon DSLR. I'm terrible with all the tech. I've also got a Rode Procaster plugged into the Rodecaster microphone, but we're not here to talk about that. But that's just, I'm not good with the technology, but I'm trying to learn it. This is all part of my goals. So you're with a rookie right now, but I've got some valuable things that I can show you. So this is what ecamm looks like. It's very affordable, super affordable software to get your hands on. I'll stick a link. Of course, I have an affiliate link, but I'm not here trying to sell you it. But if you do use my link, then I do get a small kickback. It's Mac only, so I highly recommend that if you are a Mac user and you do live streaming or go live out to your community or even broadcast on Zoom, ecamm is the bomb for the small amount of money that it costs to invest. I don't know, it's a couple of $100 a year or something. It's phenomenal what it can do. And it's just literally had an upgrade called 3.9. And this is the best it has ever been. And a lot of people in the community are getting bonkers excited about all the stuff that it can do. So let me give you a tour, shall I? So this is the scenes menu over here. And so these are all the scenes that I've learned to make in the last couple of days. And you'll see here, I've got the solo lower third. Now there is a way that I can zoom in to different parts for you, but I haven't learnt that bit yet. But I do know when I was watching Ana and Fuljen, they every now and then could zoom into a different part of their screen. So that's something to put on my to-do list. So the solo plus L3 is lower third. Over here are the overlays of that scene. So we can just go back and we can put it back together. So I've got the base, which is that bit there, and I've got it as a slide in from the left. We'll put in the top, which means I've now disappeared. So then I can put in a camera frame. Here I am there. I can put in my business name, which is part of my lower third. My business is the 7 Effect. By the way, in case you wonder what we do, I help women quit their job and turn their talent into a coaching or consulting business. So we're all about helping women create more freedom in their life by turning their existing skills into a high value 6-figure coaching or consulting business. And then boom, my name comes back there. One more thing. And there is my logo. So that's pretty cool. The other thing is you can have, when people are watching live, this was a comment that happened when I was doing a test in my private Facebook group. And sometimes if they've clicked a link, you'll see a photo and then their name will come up and you can bring in comments. I was having problems with my sound and she was saying she couldn't hear anything. She'll catch the replay. So you can bring those in as well and you can edit what your comments look like. So that is my main scene. Now, the reason I wanted to spend time in ecamm practicing and preparing was I'm doing a live on my Facebook page on Tuesday at 4:30, and I'm going to be teaching 7 different strategies that allow you to earn more, work less, and love life. And so I've created 7 intro slides, I guess you want to call them. So you just click over here and one comes up. Now, the reason I have that ting sound is because I have a nickname. I get called the fairy godmother. Ting, fairy godmother for women in business. So I thought that that was a really great introduction for me. And then I can move into actually teaching about the 80-20 rule. And so we've learned to put all these together. You bring in different pictures. So if I go out of demo mode, you can get a sense of what it looks like full screen, which is much prettier. The other really cool thing is I love to whiteboard ideas when I'm teaching. And so I've got this iPad hooked up through ecamm. It's an iPad Pro. And I can actually, let's say I wanted to talk about the 80-20 rule and the continuums of ROI. So in life, we want to be looking for a good return on investment. Some things we do give us a low ROI, and that is bad. Other things we do give us a high ROI, and obviously that is good. So I'm just giving you an example here. I won't go through and map out the whole model, but you can see that if you love to teach and draw things out, you can actually do really cool stuff with this and make very visual presentations where you can actually talk people through your models and you can color code them, and then you can write on the top of that and go, this is okay, this is good, the place to be, good, etc. You get the picture. So that's pretty cool. That's another template that I've learned to set up. And so what that is again, just bringing in different overlays there. You'll also notice I've set up this ticker. I think that's what it's called. I've got a message there. This is all preparation for my live streaming Top Tip Tuesday. And it's just talking about the event that we've got coming up, and that's live streaming across, which is really cool. Oh, this is another good one. Share screen. So I use a really great tool called the Coaches Calculator, which I've created. So most of my clients, as I said before, are coaches, consultants, or experts. They're basically turning their skills, their knowledge, and their experience into a 6-figure business. The goal, 6 figures, 3 days a week, school holidays off. That was really the business that I built, and then a lot of my clients who were coming to me for life planning and life design coaching said, my ultimate goal is to do what you've done. Can you teach me how to build that business? So 7 years later, that's really what I specialize in now. And one of the tools I've created is this coach's calculator. So this is really great because I use this with all my clients. And what it means now is that I can actually go in here and I can talk to you about, how to use this and say, we can plug in your numbers and I can do live demos for that. Let's say you wanted to earn, now it's going a bit slow, $400,000 a year, working X amount of days a week, with this many months off, et cetera, et cetera. The coach's calculator tells you how to price your programs, and then there's other pages in it where we unlock your fastest path to your goal income. You can get a copy of the coach's calculator if you want, totally separate topic, but it's only $7 and it's on our website, thecoachescalculator.com. So yeah, that's a shared screen of one kind. I've got then more of my introduction slides. I can show you can bring in like a full PNG or JPEG as your backdrop. I've got there a strategic plan that I teach people how to set up and how to break down. You'll see I've got a little picture of myself up the top there. Then we've got another share screen here. And this one I actually had before on Google Chrome, but I shut it down. I'm going to put that over here. And I want to show you something pretty cool that this can do as well. We're just got to get it over to the right screen. Here we go. It's coming. We'll close that off. Close that off. Been having so many problems with my internet lately. I just don't know why. Here we go. Hopefully it might decide to come. But what's really good about this is there's a setting where you can bring in the sound. And I just tested this in my Facebook group, actually. Oh, look, there's me going live on the page, which is interesting. But let's say I wanted to play a video here. So where is our main video? Videos. Let's go here. It might be because I'm going live and then I'm on a thing where I'm going live. Maybe that's why it's going slow. Doesn't look like it wants to play, does it? No. Not happening. While we wait for that to load, what I thought I could do is, just for a bit of fun, show you some of the cool things that I've learned and how you can build a scene from scratch in ecamm. So we can close that off. Close that one. I don't know why that keeps going there. I'll go back to demo mode. There we go. Oh, now that's come up. Your channel. Let's go to my channel. It might start working now. View channel. While we wait for that, let's go back up here. Options, demo mode. Turn on demo mode. So what I'm going to do is I am going to create a new scene. So this is how you do that. You press new scene. This is actually my camera that's coming out of my laptop. So you can see there a bit more behind the scenes. I've got my other camera in front of me, which I'm just going to switch to now here. And then I've got my iPad that I can bring up, etc. But let's just go back here and let's do a scene with a simple background. And I'll show you what I learned and how to do it. So we go to our overlays and we put in a block. Now, in the ecamm challenge, Fuljen and Anna taught us how to get all our right colors set up, all the fonts. They taught you everything. So definitely, I'm not going to bother to go into all of that. I'd just say go back, watch their channel, learn all the stuff because they are the true masters at that. But let me show you one of the coolest things. It's really simple stuff that they taught us how to do. So I want a background. So I'm going to tick background here. And I'm going to pick that. And our backgrounds browns are always this hot pink. And then I'm just going to call this background. And then what we do, so it doesn't say background, is we highlight that and then we go over to, I'm just checking that it's not on the background. So when see how that goes grey? That means it's going to change the colour of the background. When it's like that, it means it'll change the colour of the font. But I don't need to change the colour of the font. I'm just going to make the opacity there so it disappears. So now what I have is just a box. And I'm going to grow that box. I'm just using the wheel on my iPad. We'll put that up there. And we let it fill up the whole screen and then boom, lock it in. Then we go, oh no, where did I go? So we just go over here and we click add camera. So here I can actually edit which camera I want. So I'm going to choose the Canon here. Then I've got all these different types. I could have a classic that was wide, or I could do a square, or I could do a squircle or a circle, or I can have tall, or I can have custom. So I'll pick custom. You can also choose to have rounded corners and you can make them a little bit round or a lot round. And you can, with the custom, you can really make it any shape or size you want. So you can move your picture around. There's so much freedom. And if you go here, you can kind of crop it in. So let's say we set that there. And then you can also adjust, we need to move that over so you can see it, the border width. So I can make it a really fat border, or I could make it a really thin border or no border. So let's just have a sort of slightly thinner border. So there's that. Then let's say I wanted to have a box, like a lower third, slide in along the bottom. I just go back to my text, pick that, and I'll choose to highlight the background and I'll make it soft grey. And I'll write here, base. Oops. Base. And I'll show you why we do that in a minute. So see here, you'll see over on my overlays menu, I've got my background and I've got my base. So I call them that, even though the words don't show up, just so we remember what it is. So you slide it over here, and then I see where those little lines are. I can pull that all the way there, which looks good. Get it all the way to the end. Now, the other thing you can do is you can make it either a fixed position, or I can do fly in from the left. So I'll just show you if I go back here. That's my shared screen. Go back here. Oh, it didn't fly in. Fly in from the left. Let's check that again. Shared screen. And it might be because my computer is struggling because it's going so slow. Let me just check if any of the... Oh, yeah, that's working. Oh, yeah, fly in. I think it's better actually fly in from the right. I'm just going to change that back to fly in from the right. Let's check that. See, there you notice that one's all set up properly. And then there, that's it. Now we are working. And so over here, I could actually put another camera if I want. Oops, I accidentally pressed it twice. So we'll get rid of that one. And we'll edit this one as well to be custom. Oops. And I'll make that the same. Yep. And then boom. So if I was wanting to interview guests, I could set it up so that I have them tune in. Now here's something really cool. In my previous window over here, see how I've got my name and business already set up here, and it's in this folder. I can take this folder and I can literally drag it into that new scene. It sits there automatically. So then I just need to move it around and go, okay, and I can resize it. I can lock it into place. And then I could create another set for the person that I'm interviewing over there. So it's pretty cool. You can close that off. You could bring in images if you want to, and talk about, oops, see how I'm going that way, but I'm actually really pointing that way. Let me show you a trick for that. We go into the camera and we click mirror. So now if I point that way, I might have an image there, and that will be much better. So that's that. I'll delete that scene because we don't need that. You just, to delete that, you just delete like that. It'll bring up a warning. Scene gone. And that brings us to the closing scene. I better go back out of demo mode. So that's it. One of my very first times live streaming to YouTube. Please come on the journey with me. Watch me go from rookie to pro. Make sure you subscribe. Put any comments down below if you've got tips for me. People I should follow who are awesome at that are going to be able to teach me how to be a pro live streamer.